In some scenarios, you may want to be able to display a status message for any bots that are running in the background for your applications. For example, here, if I'm a user in this app and I click this button to send an email, I'm not really sure what's going on when I click the button. I get no confirmation that the email was successfully sent. So this example is going to show you how you can set up a temporary status message to show users the current status of a bot running in the background, and then display a confirmation after the bot is finished. So just quick overview, this is a basic, just a blank app that I started from. So you see these generic columns that were created. The only thing different here in this app is that I have another column that was added, and this is typically important whenever you have a button that triggers some process. You have a column that you're going to change the value of. So in this example here, I have a send email button, and when I click this button, it changes the bot status column to send email, and then that then triggers this automation where there's a send email requested based off this update, and then we send an email in response to this event that occurs, right? So what we want to do here is the first step here is we need to give AppSheet a way to show the users when the automation is finished. Since AppSheet is driven from the actual data in the background, what we're going to have to do here is add another task to our automation where we run a data action, and we're simply going to change the status, the bot status, to email sent. So this value is going to act as a way for us to add display behaviors to our app based off the email being sent. And we'll make sure that this is set for the bot status, not the other status columns. So now we get the effect when this bot runs and we click send email, the status changes to sent email, and then when the bot is finished, it changes to email sent. Now this was really quick, but imagine bots that run a little longer that may take a little bit more time. What you don't want to have the user doing is staring at the screen wondering if the button they pushed was successful or not. Also, the added benefit as well is to tracking the bot completions in your data table specifically, is that you can actually have follow-on automations that run that may error correct or try to send the email again or things like that. Them that the email is being processed. And there's a couple ways you can do this. One might actually just be through the button itself, or creating a virtual column. If you were to change the button itself, you could simply go to the action settings and go to the display section and change the display name. And we could basically we could do something like this, where if the bot status equals email sent, then we want the display to be sending email. If that's not the case, then we'll just show send email. Send email. So if the bot status is send email, then we're going to show sending email. And then if that's not the case, then we'll show send email as the display. So let's see how that looks. So now when we click the button here, send email, it shows that the email is sending, and then it'll change back once it's complete. So that's how you'd configure a button. Let's show how you can use virtual columns and show columns to display a temporary message that pops up below the button itself. So we're going to add a virtual column here, and we're going to call this display status. So for this virtual column, we could actually use a switch statement to make our lives a little easier, where we're going to look at the bot status field here and then use a bunch of different conditions here to show different messages for our users. So, so when the user clicks a button, the value of this field changes to send email. From the user's perspective, we would want to show the message sending email ... Then we have the scenario where we might have the email that has been sent. And then we could say the message is email sent. This one's maybe an exclamation mark. And then we can have a catch-all as part of switch, where if it's not one of these two values, it'll just be empty, no message. We'll hit save there. So we have the app formula there. I'm going to change this to a show type column. Show columns are cool because they actually don't have a column header, and there's some variety of different values you can use, like page header, section header, text, URLs, images, or videos as well. So we're just going to use text in our case. And then for content, this is kind of redundant because we already have the app formula up here. So we can just basically say that display status value, which is the app formula, is going to be the content for our show column. And then we're going to show this only if the bot status column is not blank. Then we'll hit save. Okay, and the last thing we'll do then is in our detail view, we'll make sure we place our display status field up here at the top below our send email button. So let's hit save. And now when we hit this send email button, we'll see a message that pops up that says sending email. And then after it's complete, we can say email sent. So you can actually add formatting rules to these as well. So make this stand out a little bit more. Maybe we'll want to show it in red text. Then we could highlight our display status column as the column we'd want to show. And then we could just use red, and maybe we could show a little email icon there. So you could actually get more creative with this as well. So instead of just having one static format rule for both phases of your bot, for the two states that your bot is in, you can add different formatting rules. So let's say we only want this first condition after email sent. Maybe instead of an email icon, we'll have it be a green check box. And then we'll highlight this in green. And only when the bot status is equal to email sent. Now let's, and we'll just call this email sent. And then we'll duplicate this rule as well, where email, where we say this is send email, and our status is going to be send email. Then we could use more like an hourglass to show that this is being processed. So we'll hit save here. So now if we pull up one which we haven't ran yet, let's say this item 3 here, when we click the button, you'll notice that I have icons that show differently based off the different states. So you may even want to take this a step further, where this message is only temporarily there, and that after about a minute that it disappears. So to do that, we're going to add another column here. Maybe we'll call this bot timestamp, and we'll make this a date and time field. We'll go ahead and regenerate our structure real quick. So now when the bot finishes, we can actually put a timestamp on the end of this just by using now. So we'll log the timestamp, and then we could use that timestamp for the freshness of how recent that bot ran and was successful. So then we could temporarily show a message, and then after, let's say, a minute, that message disappears. For our display status, we have this show condition here. So instead of it not being blank, what we want to do is have two conditions here. One would be we want to check to see if the bot status is equal to send email, because that means that the bot would actually be running, so we'd want to show that. This would be an OR condition, by the way, not an AND condition. If the bot status is send email, that would be when we would show this column. Also, we'd also want to show it if the timestamp, so if now minus bot timestamp, so we're doing subtraction here between the two. So if the difference between now and the timestamp, so this will result in a duration. So we could basically say total minutes. So we'll extract the total minutes from this time difference here. If it's less than 1, then we'll show the message as well. So one of these has to be true for this to occur, which should satisfy what we need to temporarily display this message. I'll go ahead and hit save, and we'll try it out. So here the status message isn't showing. When I click on it, then the status message pops up, and then I get this confirmation that the email was sent. Now we'll fast forward here 1 minute. I'll be right back. All right, it's a minute later, so when I refresh my app now, or if I've been in my app, I'll notice that this message is now gone once the app has resynced at some point. So the main point I want to show is these messages that you put in there don't have to be permanent. They could also be time-based as well. So hopefully you found that helpful, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you thought this was useful. Thanks everybody, and have a good one.